As you might have gathered, the sections of an APA-style manuscript also provide a helpful guide for thinking about the various details related to conducting an empirical study. In the case of the procedure section, it helps us think about what is involved in the data collection process. Stopping to think about that process before we're actually ready to collect data helps us think about three important considerations. First, thinking about the participant's experience helps us anticipate potential ethical concerns. Second, it helps us think about what we can do to make sure our process is consistent and therefore increase the reliability of our measures. Third, it helps with planning. Thinking about the procedure might help you remember you need to reserve a room, make copies, or request a list of email addresses. When we think about the procedure, we need to think through the who, what, when, and where. The answers to the related questions helps us anticipate the participant's experience and plan so that we're prepared and the data collection is consistent. For projects that use self-report data, it might seem too easy to think through the answers. The participants will know what to expect because the first page of the survey will include the informed consent statement. They'll respond to the questions. They'll receive an email from the researcher with a link to the survey and take the survey individually. You get the idea. Thinking through that might help you remember, though, that you need to request a list of email addresses, or make sure the link will work after it's emailed. The responses to these questions also become more complex when we use other forms of measurement or manipulate variables. So, how much thought do you need to put into this? In some cases, thinking about the steps in the data collection process is as involved as any other part of the research process. We need to keep in mind that the planning this represents is important in obtaining reliable and valid data. In addition, this helps us anticipate what we will write in the procedure section of the proposal or report. The guideline for these pieces is that we need to include enough information for another researcher to exactly replicate our study.